First down here for the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Going with the ground game left. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Running with power. Dismisses another dude. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Dances away from the heat. He's going to take off, and he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Grab near the marker is Campbell. Touchdown, Aggies! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He's going to bring it out from deep. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll finally get him down. terrific pickup. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
They'll give it to him again. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. And the Hokies in the hurry up. They run the reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Going for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Takes his shot. And that pass intercepted. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know it.
Makes the catch down the right side. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Hokies want to crank the tempo.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Line getting set on 2nd down. quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking for a man on second down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Looking to throw for it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Trying play action. Dances away to buy time. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got him wide open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Fires left. Makes the catch. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete downfield. gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. And the Hokies will hustle to the line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterback.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late.
Got enough space. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. Got it! And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it...
Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Slips through the line. Goes out of bounds at the 44, but sets his team up with a terrific return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback...
And he hauls it in inside the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. That penalty moves the ball into the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab on the left.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll try the run. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Knocked off his feet.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. The Hokies want to move quickly. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Hokies have this offense rolling. Running back searching for a hole. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And the extra point is good. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Coming out with it, it's Owens. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback there. He was able to somehow escape the sack and escape the negative play, but nobody opened downfield, and the end results in incompletion.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Makes a move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On second down, wants to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. With jet sweep pass. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Holloway. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. They'll go empty and 5 wide on 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And back to the air on second down. He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. Going for it all. And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off play action on first down. They're trying to get to him. And he's going to go down at the 1. The Hokies headed quickly to the line.
Reese, never a doubt. Are you kidding me? He had a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
It's a nice gain, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. Had to throw it before he wanted. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He unleashes a long one. It's complete. A huge pickup. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
And the Hokies are rolling down the field. They're going to throw it again. Gets it to the back. And more yards after contact. Touchdown, Hokies! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Lining up to add another. It's a fake. Holder looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. On the move is the 30. Touchdown, Aggies! And the route is on. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Notre Dame notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from South Bend is worth its weight in gold to the Golden Domers. It's one game, you don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the air on first down. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. And he's thrown another interception. And he's wrapped up after